Whispers of the Heart. Chapter 1. The Chance Encounter. I stepped onto the worn wooden dock, toes curled over the edge and fingers splayed against the weathered railing as I took in the ethereal beauty of Willow Cove. The sun was a fiery ball on the horizon, casting an iridescent glow across the water. Gulls cried out their morning greeting to me from perched rooftops amidst the sleepy town's tranquility. This was where I came for solace. And perhaps redemption. With each salty breath in my lungs, I felt the shackles of city life loosening. My paintbrushes were silent for now, but my imagination hummed with the promise of rebirth. As I painted the town scene before me, an idea dawned on me to sketch at the local bookstore instead of my small cottage. It was then that I first laid eyes on him. Ethan, proprietor of Whispers and Pages, where knowledge and literature seemed to mingle in whispers. His dark hair curled slightly at the nape as he organized books on a shelf with an innate grace. The way light danced through the store's glass roof, highlighting the creases on his face, made my heart skip a beat before I could reason it out. Time was too precious for love or distractions. This move to Willow Cove meant reviving art and myself. The bookstore doors swung open with a soft whoosh as I entered, carrying my sketchbook and easel. Ethan glanced up, our gazes meeting across the room. His eyes seemed to hold memories, but in that moment, they shone bright with curiosity rather than suspicion. Art supplies don't usually come through these doors, he said, his voice a gentle drawl. As if inviting me into his secret sanctuary. I'm Lila. My hand extended, and he took it firmly, lingering for a heartbeat before releasing it. Ethan Blackwood. Welcome to Whispers and Pages. I browsed the shelves while he kept watch from behind the counter, occasionally offering suggestions or anecdotes about books that made me want to curl up within their pages. His knowledge was vast, his laughter more so. Warm and effortless. As I delved deeper into the store, a tome on my fingertips caught my eye. You read this? I asked. Occasionally, he replied, walking over with an air of quiet purpose. The Bronte sisters hold a special place in my heart. We sat together at a small table by the window, sharing pages and stories, our connection growing as effortlessly as Willow Cove's tide out to sea. The bookstore seemed alive with our conversation. When I mentioned my artistic aspirations, he leaned back in his chair. This town often inspires creativity. His gaze drifted out of the window, towards the ocean. Sometimes it whispers secrets in your ear when you least expect them. That same evening, as twilight descended on Willow Cove, Ethan offered me a key to the rear door of Whispers and Pages. Permission granted for my daytime sketching there. I returned every morning, painting amidst the books that whispered tales, while he tended his store with an air of quiet dedication. Our conversations were our mutual language, weaving stories between pages and canvas as we explored both worlds. One afternoon, as I painted a scene from a hill overlooking the sea, Ethan appeared at my elbow. May I see what you're working on? His eyes, a blend of curiosity and respect, sent shivers down my spine. I showed him my sketchbook, showcasing the town's essence with bold brushstrokes and muted colors. An homage to Willow Cove in watercolors. You should display these, he said, genuine admiration infusing his voice. I hesitated before tucking it away, unsure of sharing such vulnerability. But Ethan Blackwood seemed different from those who'd left me disillusioned in the city's art world. He encouraged me to showcase my work at a local gallery opening scheduled for the weekend and promised support on the night of the event. His offer was more than just an opportunity, it represented trust, and I accepted. At the gallery, Ethan stood steadfast as I nervously revealed my art amidst strangers' curiosity. They spoke of emotion, color, and life within each stroke. The exact words I'd longed to hear. As we packed away the last piece, he suggested a celebratory drink at his favorite spot. The Moonshell Cafe had been in operation since Willow Cove's inception. Its walls were a testament to stories that only wood could tell. Over steaming mugs of tea and fishermen's tales, we discovered shared loves. Literature and the mystery surrounding an antique manuscript hidden somewhere within town limits. Legend has it, Ethan began, his voice low as he leaned in closer than necessary, that the manuscript holds a love letter penned by Emily Bronte herself. Many have attempted to find it but failed. A challenge dawned in those mysterious eyes of his, and I knew this was just the beginning. My heart hummed with possibility. As our gazes met under the cafe's dim lighting, a single feather-light touch on my hand made me blink. I didn't mean to touch you. Just ensuring you were real, he said with a gentle smile, fingers still curled around mine. The truth is, Lila, we both have secrets and dreams. Ethan glanced out at Willow Cove, where seagulls rode the breeze. Would you like them spoken? My pulse quickened as I nodded, the wind carrying sea salt across us. In that moment, a sense of belonging, or perhaps destiny, whispered through the air. We chose an early morning walk along the coast to discuss our dreams. He his bookstore's expansion, me my long-abandoned art career revival. My sketchbook and he carried a manuscript search plan. Tomorrow, I suggested, at sunrise. Chapter 2. Secrets Beneath the Moonlight. The next morning, before dawn broke, Ethan and I ventured out in the quiet, the script of the professor guiding us on an archaeological hunt for Emily Bronte's lost letter. We navigated narrow alleys and quaint streets, weaving between half-forgotten history and local legends. His touch against mine came naturally as we walked hand in hand, the manuscript leading us to a hidden courtyard behind the old lighthouse, where he had once found solace during his own tumultuous times. The air was heavy with our shared dreams and the whispers of the past. In this sanctuary, I revealed my passion for art and his dream bookstore expansion, the manuscript connecting us on more than an artistic level. But there existed a layer of Ethan's life that remained shrouded in mystery. One he hesitated to share. A sudden gust scattered pages from our discovery, leaving me kneeling amidst them. Ethan knelt beside me. Our eyes locked as we gathered the scattered papers. Look at this, he said softly, extending his hand, a yellow document clutched between his fingers. The calligraphy was elegant. It read, "To my dearest, may love be our guiding star." Emily's letter? A smile played on his lips as he met mine with an unexpected kiss. It wasn't the first time I felt his breath dance across my skin, yet in this small town, it seemed fated. Unbeknownst to me, whispers were now laced with more than just art and literature. They held a hidden message. Ethan believed our connection was not mere coincidence but an echo of a love story waiting to unfold. One begun decades ago by two souls separated at sea. I shared my sketchbook's final piece, its title echoing his dream, "To the Horizon." The similarities unsettled us both. I discovered journals in his study that night. Letters penned by Emily Bronte herself about love found and lost. Each entry spoke of a manuscript bound to the hearts of those it touched. As we read together, I realized our lives were part of a narrative no less powerful than any novel. But there was a third piece of this tale missing. The heart that tied us all. He led me through his bookstore's labyrinthine bookshelves to a hidden room and revealed his family legacy, a bookshop once belonging to the sister she spoke of in her letters, the one who never sailed. It wasn't until I saw Emily's final letter, penned on Willow Cove's shores, that it hit us. A storm was coming. We vowed to uncover every detail, knowing it could mean exposing hearts long buried. I sensed our dreams and passions entwined with more than coincidence, but a tale as old as the sea itself. The next day brought the manuscript, hidden in a forgotten nook of the lighthouse courtyard. In those pages, Emily described the true love she carried within her heart. My name Lila, a sailor who had been meant to receive it. The letter, penned as an unfinished tale, mentioned a journey to follow starlight for one's soulmate. Ethan and I exchanged a look that spoke of our commitment. We set sail at dusk, our hearts bound by more than a simple search. Chapter 3. Whispers of Forever. Our journey took us across the windswept coast, following every lead from Bronte's stories. On the third day, in a secluded cove surrounded by ancient trees, we found it. Emily's letter nestled between two gnarled trunks. My pulse quickened as he unrolled the parchment. Dearest Lila, my life has not turned out as planned, yet love still calls to me. I shall follow my heart and starlight for you. I, your sailor. Emily. In an act of courage, Ethan pulled me close, sealing our pact. The manuscript became more than a relic, it bound us in a dance with the horizon. Handprints on the page glowed with a soft, ethereal light. Our future intertwined by the same elements that had brought Emily and Lila together centuries ago. We chose to follow starlight, each dawn since that day, the sea an ever-changing canvas before us. The manuscript's final entry echoed in my soul, together we shall reach the horizon. That night, under a moon so bright it seemed to hold secrets of its own, Ethan proposed beneath the same starlight Bronte wrote of. Lila, I love you. Ethelbert. I accepted, handshakes between old souls embracing. It was then that my sketchbook and his plan for expansion merged. To create an interactive space where stories could set sail from Willow Cove's walls into people's lives. We promised a future gallery in the hidden room of our own creation. Days passed with laughter and sketches under starlit skies, but questions lingered. How did we belong? The manuscript was not just a relic, it held our names, an unfinished love story waiting to be written together. A storm approached, threatening the very bookshop he dreamed of opening. I sensed that our connection wasn't solely through art or chance, but fate's hand guiding us. As the gale hit and rain pounded against the windows, Ethan sought refuge with me in his hidden room. The sea raged outside as we spoke of our love story within those same walls where it began. His lips found mine, sealing a journey that would intertwine art, literature, and an unfinished love tale. And yet, a loud crash shook us from his embrace, the manuscript tearing through pages to reveal a hidden room beneath his bookshop. My sketchbook's tales brought forth as living, breathing works of art. In this sanctuary of stories, I'd found home and love. The storm receded with our first kiss. The manor above the bookshop held secrets we were meant to unearth. In its attic, our hearts merged in pages, between the lines of tales both old and new. To the horizon, now a reality, would serve as more than an exhibition. A beacon for those chasing their dreams. It was then that his mother's letter arrived, revealing he wasn't Ethelbert but Samuel Ferris, Lila's sailor, Emily Bronte's love. Our connection transcended time and stories. The manuscript chose us to weave tales of courage and the human spirit. I felt a sudden jolt in the heart. A page torn from his bookshop was no longer just paper, It bore a message meant for me. In the heart of every sailor lies another voyage. Yours, Lila. I realized Lila's sketchbook wasn't just an heirloom but my destiny, an artist's gift passed down through time. Our love and dreams intertwined with countless stories to come. I'd follow starlight into the horizon alongside him. A tale of two souls, born from the ocean's whispers, became a journey not only for us, but for all who sought their dream. And so we set sail, bound by the love stories that made us one, as much as an unfinished tale, in this symphony called life.